Hey guys, we're back with some more Higanbana no Saku Yoru ni, translated to mean the unforgiving flowers blossom in the dead of night. When we last left off, we got introduced to a new character, Reiko, I believe. Oh, you know, we saved, right? Yep. Yeah, so back to title, we have the glossary to check on. Just get that out of the way. Yeah, I've been thinking how is this going to end. That took like a 5-minute. Wait. Higanbana are real spider lilies, or red spider lilies. They're named this week because they bloom around the time of the Higan Memorial Week. Could be red with other short for enlightenment or the afterlife. Okay. Fortunes, yeah, I know. I've seen anime. Jizo is the Buddhist. How do you say that? Buddha. I know what it is. Badahivsavada. I don't know how to say it. Is the thing. It's one of those words I've read, but I'm like, okay, yeah, I can say that. I can't say it. So yeah, honestly, there's a couple things. So first off, Misumi's gonna be relevant. Maria's gonna come in at the last minute and give us a shocking revelation about her. That's guaranteed. There's no doubt about that because we have somewhere over an hour left, and we're focusing on Yukari here instead of Misumi. Meaning that's gonna be, it's related to this somehow. We can take that as a fact. Second off, Reiko is involved with her somehow. I don't know how. Whether they knew each other, whether they got bullied, like whether it's a more like symbolic thing, like they, I don't know. But in some way they're connected. Third off, Reiko is totally evil. I don't know, because for this theory to make sense, like I kind of think she is, because there's one thing that has tipped me off. So first off, Yukishi gave that explanation about how yokai energy works, that yoku, which still it doesn't have a reason. It's Chekhov's gun. There's no reason really for it to explain that, other than oh yeah, Marie couldn't really help out all that much. And then, coincidentally, in the same chapter, Reiko goes on about the nutrients of the bullied, and it seems very related to me. It could be Reiko's like a yokai that feeds off bullying, and she just transfers from school to school, getting bullied, and that gives her yoku. But that sounds a bit. I don't really buy that, but it's theory. Name subject to change. Like, I feel like it reached a conclusion, just not the right conclusion. Like, I think it was somewhere along the way on the right track. Just, I haven't seen it to the end. Specifically, I think I'm actually on the wrong track about Reiko being evil, but I'm not backpedaling. I never backpedal. Orin is jacked, and you cannot tell me otherwise. Hey, you smell something? It smells so bad. What brought that into class, I wonder? I don't smell anything. You have no right to talk. You stink like heck. The boys are yelling at her just because Reiko-chan walked into the classroom. When I come into the classroom, the boys don't pay me any mind. Even though I finally have the piece I wanted, I'm not happy. Alright, for our next problem. How about Osumi-san? I don't know. The answer is a curry fumes. He's a curry Dude, he's a natural. Those careless spots are numerous with Reiko-chan. During class, she spaces out, and even when the teacher calls on her, she can't answer well. She's often lost and doesn't know what she's supposed to do next. Whenever that happens, she always laughs with a to try to patch it up. I want to protect that even if it doesn't end up turning it being evil. It's ridiculous. Wow. Ridiculously entertaining to the boys. I'll never not make fun of typos. Seems she doesn't know that it's best not to respond to the bully, unless it's by Woodshot, in which case, you know, Woodshot, you're allowed to make typos. It's okay. You're simultaneously translating Kikonia. She wants everyone to ignore her mistakes by laughing calmly. The translation so far seems pretty decent, though. Like, pretty good, even. Except from a couple typos, it all seems good. Although, it could be like, this is totally different from the original script. And they're just, you know, winging it, but I wouldn't be able to tell. For all intents and purposes, it's the opposite. Instead, she becomes a laughingstock. You're just as vomit-worthy as ever. Can't you smell her? Can't you smell it? Do I really still smell bad? You reek! You reek curry fumes! Anyway, it ain't your hands, it's your head that stinks. Wash your dang hair! Even your dandruff smells like that dang curry. What if I wash my hair? It'll stop smelling so bad. It will, so wash your dang hair, wash it! Wash your hair! Wash your hair! Okay, I'll wash it. Echo-chan had been surrounded by the boys at the sink in front of the entrance and was washing her hands. At first she was told she should just wash her hands with the scrubbing brush. As the boys got excited, they demanded she wash her head too. Even though it was certainly something she didn't want to do, she didn't want to anger them. She timidly soaked her head under the running water, all the while forcing a smile. She's like, man, I'm the mastermind, I'm so evil, this is all part of my plan, ha ha ha, ha ha ha. At what point do I stop and say she's not? Never. Come on, use the scrub brush, it won't hurt. Do you actually take a bath every day? Never smelled anything worse. Maybe I forgot to take one yesterday. What the heck? Gross. Wash yourself. Take a bath every day. This girl's disgusting. You're disgusting. Come on, scrub your head real dang good. There's no way anyone could wash hair with a scrub brush. There's no doubt her hair would get tangled from the brush and it had to hurt. Reiko-chan's head was soaking wet and now her hair was completely tangled. When the boys saw that, they started mocking her and said she looked like a monster. Even though she was saying she felt refreshed after washing her head, well, after the usual ta-ha-ha. Why would you say that and laugh? The boys were yelling that since they washed her filthy head, she should be more thankful. I decided not to respond to the bullying, but she responds to everything. Suddenly, the bullying she faced clearly surpassed the degree of torment I dealt with in the past. Now, she's the popular girl in our class. It isn't like when it was me with one group of boys. The entire class, even the girls, even the teacher, they sneer at her, they laugh at her, and they humiliate her. When Reiko-chan comes in, she's made a fool of and becomes the standing joke of the day. Of course, I know that her label as the popular girl is demeaning, but is dead silent when she's absent. Everyone is somehow bored and their moods become agitated. Everybody waits impatiently for the popular girl to hurry up and come back to school. Irritably and angrily, possibly even greedily. As they express their discomfort, they eagerly wait for her to come back to school. Then when Reiko-chan does show up, suddenly she's surrounded. And all at once the jeers and sneers are jumped onto her. She makes them laugh. Laugh. That's right. Even if you're able to close your eyes and ignore Reiko-chan's bullying, she's still without a doubt the class's biggest hit. Spreading laughter throughout the entire class shows like the oil needed to loosen them up. Even if it wasn't obvious from the start, your classmates have a hierarchy. Friction is generated between the ranks, so they envy each other and look down on one another. It's impossible for a class even to be a utopia. Oh, they said it! A utopia where everyone gets along. Everyone knows that. Once again came the whispers from the long-haired girl sat in the still empty seat behind me. However, that utopia manifested because of that Reiko Osumi girl. She was the catalyst to unite everyone. Don't you think that's truly magnificent? Is this utopia really that magnificent? Have a look at yourself. Look at your classmates and even your teacher. How can you say you're dissatisfied with the entire class being so warm in their togetherness? Teacher! Looks like Osumi-san didn't take a bath yesterday either. Osumi, you have to get in the bath every day, you know? That's why everyone says you smell like curry. Is that the teacher saying that? I'd say that's an unprofessional thing to say. Get it? She smells like curry, everyone. Everyone needs to take a bath every day and clean their bodies. You'll promise to your teacher. If you don't, you'll end up like curry fumes so soon. That's a very unprofessional thing to say. That latter part, not the first part. The second part. Yes, teacher. You'll see he's Tang again too. If you don't take a bath every day, we'll start calling you Captain Curry. Captain Curry. Guess I got a nickname. I want to protect that dead. I feel bad for her. I would feel bad for her if I knew she wasn't evil. Teacher, Captain Curry looks super happy to have gotten her nickname. Just pretend everyone's evil and you won't suffer. If you don't want to be called the same thing, don't only take a bath, but wash your hands and gargle every day too. You got it? Yes, teacher. The classroom was overflowing with cheery and obedient students like a preschool or a kindergarten class. The entirety of the class held the same one interest, shared the same values, and unified in the same feelings. I watched this and was left completely dumbfounded. For a miraculous moment, the odd world known as school seemed like a utopia. This utopia was built on top of a misfortunate stepping stone. The bullied child, Reiko-chan. Seeing her smiling that pitiful, forced smile led me to believe that I could never think of this as a utopia. I bet you're the type who can't eat meat because you can hear the animals cry, aren't you? Dad told me to thank the animal for the food. Did not have anything left on my plate. We're going into this again. They don't animals want to be killed or anything, but even though you thank them, you still eat the meat. I know what it is she's staring at. The existence of those victims, the one Reiko-chan called the nutrients of the heart. If it's true that they are essential nutrients, you should also accept them with gratitude. As if we were eating meat lined up on the dinner table. No animal is born wishing to become our food. In the same way, no person is born wishing to be bullied. If I can pretend not to hear the death screams of the animals, and aimlessly go about eating meat, then while being grateful to her precious sacrifice, I should recognize the sense of unity and joy brimming over the classroom. If I ignore the only one being bullied, Reiko-chan, this certainly is a utopia. This is without a doubt, utopia. Okay, new theory. So, they mentioned how Misumi was like, kind of, like, I don't remember how they phrased it, like, she was thankful? No, she kind of liked the bully, like, they phrased it in a way that at the time was like, oh, that's just them being jerks. But, so what if there's a yokai going on that curses the bullied kid in class, and that helps them get power or something, or I don't know, and they use that one bullied kid, and that bullied kid accepts their position. Why that didn't happen to Rika here, I mean, Yukari here is another question, but that makes more sense than Reiko being evil, I guess. Yeah, she's so evil that she gets bullied and stops Yukari from getting bullied. It's genius. You can even join that group of people bullying her and spend every day having fun with everyone. I know what it feels like to be bullied, so I couldn't enjoy it. That's why you're alone in the class. That's why you can't blend in with this great atmosphere, and that's why you're left out. Certainly, I might be isolated now, but if I join that circle tormenting her, I might be able to have fun with everyone. By mocking and sneering at Reiko-chan, get along with everyone. It looks like you can't accept it. You're an interesting one, just like Murray. Pushing misfortune on someone, standing proudly above them, that everyone can be happy as long as someone suffers. I just can't accept that. Well, I think you're still using your hard work. Even if you can't accept it, leisurely remaining a spectator still magnificently lets you stand above her, don't you think? And unlike you, maybe because she let it get so out of hand, she actually wants to be abused? But why? When you're getting harassed, but that doesn't explain Misumi. Well, I mean, it does, but I feel like it should have a bigger impact. try to piece together this theory. Anyway, when you're getting harassed, at least you tried hard not to give them any external stimuli to work with. If you respond to any bullying, you'll just get bullied even more. So no matter how difficult it may be, you mustn't respond. When I was the target of their harassment, that was my only defense from beginning to end. Even during that time, the abuse didn't stop at all. I thought it had no effect. However, looking at it now and comparing it to Reiko-chan's suffering, I clearly saw the difference. If someone responds to bullies with a forced smile or tries to laugh it up like they're going along with it, makes them feel like they're playing with them. Just promotes the abuse they face. Just tell them, hey, frick off. But if they don't frick off, just hit them. And if they hit you back, guess what? You both get suspended now. Joke's on them. Because that's how it works. Right? Don't you think that it's her fault? That's... Nobody ever came to help you in the past. Of course they didn't. After all, the only ones who could help victims of bullying are the victims themselves. In the past, I dreamed about it countless times. I waited for someone to come and help me. But no one saved me. That's right. That's because you wordlessly put up with it to keep from being bullied even more. Reiko Osumi isn't doing that. What's so funny? I very much enjoy seeing you torn between expressing the righteous fury that has blossomed in your heart and your desire to submerge yourself beneath the peaceful waves you finally earned. I hung my head in disgust at myself. Seems that somehow she was able to read my thoughts. For just an instant, I thought I should do something for her. Since I used to be bullied, I understand better than anyone what Reiko-chan wanted. Even if it's just in my imagination, I want to force my way through that crowd and protect her. But if I did that, it'd mean making enemies with everyone in the class. Boys, girls, anyone and everyone. By bullying Reiko-chan, everyone in the class is enjoying themselves as a community. Bullying her is just as habitual as watching a popular anime in the evening. Just the thought of pointing out each of her failures so they could mock her excited everyone. But what would happen if I were to get in the way of that? Just thinking about it is frightening. If someone were enjoying an anime on television and someone were to suddenly shut the TV off, anyone would get upset and glare in animosity. Do I have the courage in my tiny heart to face the glares of everyone in class? Thanks to the miracle of her transferring here, you're able to sneak out of the bullied hot seat. It'd be of your own will if you were to return to it this time. Just bear in mind, the convenient miracle you've been given probably won't happen again, will it? I knew that without being told. Right now, I'm just pretending to pity Reiko-chan, and all the while, gritting my teeth. Because I'm able to feel pity for her. There's a tiny little leeway in my heart. Even so, I'm cheering over the idea of the joys of no longer being the victim. That's right. Now you're cheering it over. Yes, chew and hesitate in the valley between righteous fury and peace of mind. It's very good. Please chew it some more. Your soul is growing more and more delicious. It's steadily ripening. This nectar is dripping out just like a trickling fruit. You're wonderful, Yukari! Truly wonderful, Yukari Sakaki. Dribble more for me. You can have all the good things in life and stay there forever and ever. So bite down tight on that joy of not being the victim anymore for me. Please stop! Suddenly the class fell silent. The clatter of the crowd mocking Reiko-chan stopped. I found myself saying that without thinking, but there weren't any quotation marks! Even I was surprised at the words that came from my mouth. The teacher, the victim, my classmates, all of them, everyone. They turned to me dumbfounded. Dumbfounded? Wait, was it silent amazement? Even though everyone in the class was excited and enjoying themselves by bullying Reiko-chan? Why did she do it? Her shouting seemed to them like someone dousing them in cold water. It's like they truly couldn't understand it from the depths of their hearts. Their piercing cold eyes saw what they couldn't understand. Those eyes. Those cold eyes. The teacher hadn't laughed to smooth things over. I wouldn't have been able to take it and I might have fainted. Yeah. Just as Sakaki says. Any more of this, well, might turn into bullying. Everyone promised me. Be sure to gargle and wash your hands every day now. Don't know, all of them would have happily answered yes. Yes! I should say. Well, some of them listlessly responded. Everyone. Everyone seemed blatantly displeased as if someone had rained on their parade. As their teacher continued feigning on an unnaturally good mood, he decided it was time to leave, and he ended class for the day. Then finally, Yukari-chan was released from the glare of the crowd. As if she were dumbfounded, her face showed she didn't understand what had happened. Then her eyes locked. What did I do? What happened just now? Seems she didn't even know that. I don't understand. I could hear the quiet chatter in class, uncomfortable muttering, or possibly whispers. Then they would savagely twist their gazes towards me. All of their eyes were watching me. Even though everyone... Oh, what? You go away. Sorry, even though everyone, including the teacher, had fabricated such a fun utopia, as if asking why I wanted to ruin it all, countless accosting eyes were looking my way. For a time, all the two of us could do among them was stand dumbfounded, our eyes fixed on each other. That day, we both left school together for the first time in a long time. The bright red sunset, after a long time we went home together. When she first transferred, we often did this, but after she started being bullied, somehow our relationship became awkward and distant. Thinking back on it, I was cruel. Yukari-chan, I'm sorry. I should have done this much sooner. What do you mean? The bullying. If I joined in, I would have been supporting it. I couldn't do that. I think I knew. I always thought that someone who was watching over me far away would save me. But they wouldn't do that. Pretending not to see it doesn't mean bullying doesn't exist. That was while I was being passive. No, that's not it. Watching over bullying without stopping it, it's not much of a difference between myself and the people sniggering watching it going on. I mean, because unless the bullies are stopped, no matter where, no matter when, we'll continue bullying on and on, forever. If we try and look at it from the bully side of things, not stopping it is the same as allowing it to happen, right? But everybody seemed to be having fun. Maybe everybody was having fun. But Reiko-chan, you weren't having fun, were you? If I can make everyone happy, then she's a hero of justice, everyone. But are you saying this was fun for you? The heck it was fun for you. I chose not to keep my mouth shut in the face of what seemed like inescapable bullying. But from Reiko-chan's perspective, she thought she was being useful to everyone by being abused. That was a lie. That was a lie! A lie she deceived herself with so she wouldn't have to face the pain within. Reiko-chan, wonder just how long have you been deceiving yourself with that lie? But I'm always the one doing bad things, and everyone seemed to be enjoying themselves. But was it enjoyable for you? If everyone is enjoying themselves, then I'm having fun. Liar! Jeez, I've had enough. Keep fooling yourself. Fool myself? Reiko-chan, you're just forcing yourself into thinking that it's fun. It's because you couldn't get away and no one could help you. You're chosen to lie to yourself and trap yourself in sadness. But you know, you don't have to do that anymore. Why? Because I'll protect you. Protect me? I've decided. I've had it with being scared of bullying. Since I don't want to be bullied myself, why should I stand by and watch while someone else gets bullied? I'll never let that happen. Reiko-chan stood astonished against the world, painted by the colors of the evening sun. I'd purged all of my feelings at once. I was huffing and puffing, and my shoulders motioned with my breathing. Yeah. For some reason, doing that made my mind feel refreshed. It was cathartic. Did I say that? Cathartic? Yeah. But because I was being bullied, you're able to run away from your bullies. And yet, that's right. I mean, really, by letting you become their target, whether it's good or bad, I was able to escape from being bullied. But that didn't make me happy one bit. I mean, I saw you being abused right before my very eyes. I was pretending not to see what they were doing to you. But I was happy just because I wasn't the one being bullied. Something definitely wrong with that. Isn't that just fine, though? Sakaki-san doesn't have to be bullied. Bullying won't stop. There always has to be at least one target in the class. And that's me. That's wrong. I don't think you get it. Saying that someone has to be bullied, that's just wrong. I won't go along with it, and I won't let it happen again. Sakaki-san. Suggesting that one person in the classroom always has to be bullied is a stupid rule. Yeah, Maria! Stupid rule! Reiko-chan was glad to be bullied, so I wouldn't have to be bullied in her place. That's the same as adhering to and supporting that bizarre rule. I mean to truly escape from bullying. That doesn't mean I have to be fine with someone being bullied as long as I wasn't being bullied. So I really hate bullying. You should know the pain of it more than anyone else. It doesn't matter who is being bullied. The truth is if bullying happens under my watch, that's the same as allowing it to happen. I can't let that happen. For someone who has never been bullied before, bullying might be fun. For them, it might seem as entertaining as gathering everyone up and watching a TV show. Because I know what that kind of pain is like. I had to stand up to it. As someone who won't put up with bullying, I spoke up, and it was my duty to fight it. Never again. I'll never just watch you being bullied. I say to myself how glad I am I'm not the one being bullied. But if you do that, Sakaki-san, you might end up being bullied again. They bully me again, I'll tell them flat out to stop, and then they'll completely ignore them. And then completely ignore them. I won't give them the pleasure of being their target. Next time you could save me, Reiko-chan. Me? Yep. Next time you will. First, if you end up being bullied, I'll be there to save you. And if it comes to it, if someone else is being bullied, let's fight for that person. Together. Fight? Right. Well, fight. Till today, I never thought I'd use the word fight against bullying. I always thought bullying was something that one could only bite their lip and bear. Thought it was inescapable. That's wrong. Oh. No, we've heard this song before. Played at the ending of one of the episodes. I think the second one. Let's fight it. Let's fight the bullying. But you can't stop bullying. You think that being their scapegoat, by giving up like that, everyone in class will be happy? That happiness is a lie. You think that if someone is made the butt of all the jokes and everyone else enjoys themselves, that's supposed to be a utopia? I won't go along with that lie. That false paradise, not anymore. I won't. Are you saying it's wrong? Try to make everyone happy? Yes. But, Reiko-chan, stop it. You don't have to think like that anymore. By thinking like that, you've been protecting yourself. And her heart. Then having that protection taken away must be hard for her. She thought she was being useful to everyone, so she put up with it. The pain of having that role taken away from her must have been crushing. Reiko-chan's eyes began welling up large teardrops. Those tears reflected the colors of the evening sun. It almost lined up the O's of colors with her eyes. Enough. How about you stop covering up that bullying with your tears? You're just doing it to make them feel good. Since to them you seem amused too. You cause them to misunderstand their bullying as fun and games. I would sing a strong no to the bullying and ignoring them until it stops. I'll help. I'll always be with you. So, you don't have to suffer alone anymore. Reiko-chan, unable to stand it, finally buried her face in her hands and cried. That's what an evil person would do, honestly. The pain, the sadness she must have been hiding until now, deep within her chest, came pouring out. I also, for some reason, wanted to cry with her. Suddenly the tears came. My tears were warm. They clearly showed the colors of this evening sun. The same color tears she was shedding as I was must have been warm as well. It won't stop. Bullying. I'll never... Right. I can't just simply be rid of it. But you know, I won't let stuff like that false utopia fly ever again. And that happy utopia, everyone has fun, bullying me. Something like that is definitely not a utopia. I mean, everyone might seem to be enjoying themselves when they're bullying you, Reiko-chan. But when you're not there, they get really upset. It's almost to the point where they die of boredom because they can't bully you. Isn't a utopia world where every single person is always smiling together happily? If that's true, then if Reiko-chan can't be happy, then if Reiko-chan is the only one sad in a world where everyone laughs together, I will not, absolutely not, allow it to happen. But everyone seems to have so much fun bullying me. There's nothing fun about it. Everyone's just crazy. Sakaki-san, you've been a bullied kid, so you don't know it. The truth. Maybe bullying is really fun. So long as everyone is having fun, then bullying is fine too. Doesn't matter if everyone is enjoying themselves. I don't want a world that can only exist because of someone else's sadness. The bullied ones can fight back against bullying with their own strength alone. So I'll save them. Can't fight back, sorry. And we'll fight back. I'm finally free. The cool evening breeze blows. My hair flows with the wind. Somehow, it feels good. Today's event was the start. I might be bullied from tomorrow on, but I won't lose. I'm dedicated to the fight, and Reiko-chan will fight for me. The idea that someone can be made a scapegoat and everyone else that remains has their fun. That kind of bullying. I won't let that happen again. Sakaki-san? You're a strange girl. I'm not strange. I'm normal. It's those kids who think that something like bowling is fun. They always been the strange ones. The crazy ones. Everyone enjoys bowling though. Ooh. Bowling? Bowling isn't fun. But it's because Sakaki-san hasn't bullied someone before. And I won't ever. No matter what. It's because you don't know the fun of bowling. Wait. Is she the fun of bowling girl? There's a screen cap I've seen of Higanbana. Before reading it. I thought it was Higanbana doing it. Like I even mentioned this earlier. The Higanbana being like, oh, you don't know the fun of bowling. Is she actually evil? Yeah, what can I knew it. I called it. I'm a genius. This is, you know, it's just that simple. I, you know, did the formulas. I figured it out. You know, examined the themes of past chapters and put them into this one. And, you know, it's just that easy. At that moment, a gust of wind blew. It wasn't like the coolness of what was blowing before. It was humid, warm, enough to make me sweat. A foul wind. Reiko-chan still had her face buried in her hands, but her eyes were peeking through the slits between her fingers. From there, pure black eyes looked outwards. Eyes? No. They were pure black, pure muddy black holes from between her fingers, peeking out. Bowling is fun? Everyone loves it. When someone is bowling, everyone in the class becomes one. There are no boys, girls, or teachers. Everyone surrounds me. Hand in hand they form a ring. Even though everyone gets along. Why don't you join that ring, Sakaki-san? Reiko-chan? Sakaki-san, why don't you join the bowling? It's fun. How am I supposed to read katakana out loud? I'm pretty sure that's what this is. It's the same thing with like the Laonor and stuff. Whenever you just write random words in katakana because why not? They put it in caps lock. Like same thing with Face Today Night. There's a character whose name is a spoiler, so I won't say, but they do that too. It's fun. It's addictive. If you join in the bowling, you can take anyone's hand. Bowling won't stop. It can't stop. Isn't that a song? It's like wishing for the sun that rises at dawn and sinks at dusk to disappear. Humans cannot live without the sun. Everyone takes up their hands to form a ring for the sun. Everyone, let's dance with joy. Let's form a ring and dance. Everyone, let's smile and have fun. Fun together. If we remember that, no one can forget. No one can escape now. No one can get away from the fun of bullying. Reiko-chan? No one can escape now. No one. Tormenting people. Everyone has fun and everyone feels good. Once they experience it, it's addictive. So addictive so they don't forget it. Once they start, can't live without bullying people. That's a smile. That smile we saw earlier from this boring. We've seen that from Higanbana before. But this is just like a smug, I am superior than you smile. Sakaki-san, why don't you bully me? Maybe I'll let you learn the greatest pleasure you could experience as a human being. You'll get along with everyone. Wait, you can experience reading Umineko? Sign me up! Even those bullies who ridiculed you. Isn't that wonderful? If you cooperate and humiliate the scapegoat with everyone, you'll be invited through the gate to the utopia where you can be friends with everyone. Yet you won't go? I don't get it. I cannot understand you. Till now, everyone has come to see the bully child. When they're being bullied, they make faces like the world is going to end and hate bullying, and yet I appear and take their place. They bumble into joining the ring of bullies. But you're strange. Weird. You won't allow bowling? Won't accept it? Let's fight it together? Who are you? What? Then, Yukari saw something strange. It wasn't Reiko's strange smile before her eyes. Something far behind her. Behind her stood a curved mirror, and she's not in the mirror. A dump truck or something had probably hit it. It was bent a little. Instead of facing a side alley, I was facing this way. My reflection was in the mirror. Just my reflection was in the mirror. What? That can't be. Since it's standing and facing this way, there's no way it could be... Wait! I got it now. So, Mitsumi had an accident. Right? So what happened? This yokai, Reiko's a yokai, we know that now. She transferred into Mitsumi's class, became the bully child. And Mitsumi started bullying Reiko. And that allowed Reiko to use her yokai powers to make Mitsumi have an accident. Boom. A little late, but I think that's... What do you think, everyone? This level of reasoning is only possible for, you know, me, HorseyEatYou. Since it's standing and facing this way, there's no way it couldn't be reflecting. And yet my reflection is there, and yet Reiko Usumi's isn't there. Hikari stared at the mirror in Reiko, looking back and forth over and over again. With the ominously smiling girl directly in front of her, nevertheless, the curved mirror showed no one else but Yukari. I've been careless. I think there'd be a mirror like that over there. A reflection completely slipped my mind. So to simply allow her reflection to appear in the curved mirror, she clapped her hands. Then, despite how late it was now, the reflection of her back projected onto the mirror. However, the figure that reflected there was a different thing than the girl who stood before her. And now she finally realized. There's no room for doubt. Reiko Usumi wasn't human. Who are you? Okay, I know that's a very bad place to cut it. But we have like an hour left, right? So I think if I call it here, we can probably do the rest of it in the next episode. Because 90 minutes is a bit long for me. But an hour, I can do that. So, I'll see you guys next time with probably the finale. Maybe it'll even be like 2 more. I don't know. I'll see you guys then. Bye.